Yeah, so this is my dark chocolate mocha, which is supposed to be special because I'm in Starbucks, but they normally don't make it with actual chocolate or something. Oh, excuse me. I'm just sitting in the big Starbucks. It's called Starbucks Reserve, and supposedly it's a different sort of coffee that they use. And actually, I just came out of physiotherapy with the lovely Joanne. But I'm not feeling better very quickly. My neck is hurting every day, especially in the mornings. So there's a problem with the pillow. We're trying to figure things out. So I'm just gonna have many quiet days for the rest of the summer. I was trying out the bed wedge last night and just feeling a little bit comfortable, but still kind of like trying to adjust and feeling pain. So I went on Amazon last night and I bought like maybe more than $500 of goods from Amazon, and just have them shipped over. Have them all shipped over to Hong Kong. You know, like a bunch of new pillows, machines, to massage my neck, and then I even got like herbal supplements. Then of course, because I'm going on a diet, so I got like the low carb keto protein chips, so that when I snack, I'm not really eating carbs. My diet's going well. Like, I'm not even exercising, and when I go to the gym, I just walk like really slowly. Like once a week, I don't even go to the gym. So I just stay thin by eating less. So this is my outfit today. I like it because it's kind of loose and I mean, it's a little bit shiny. It's got stripes and it's got like a fluffy shoulder, but it matches, my jeans. It doesn't really like, stand out on a casual day. Yeah, this place looks like a cafeteria here. Look. This is a Starbucks, but it's like one part of a school cafeteria. And of course, facing the outside, this is the Garden One, where I've been a couple of times. I told people. Yeah, so like it's kind of weird, it reminds me of the best memories, like, sitting for our daily 2-hour dinners in Eliot House at Harvard. Our house was right by the Charles River, right on the corner of the river too, along Memorial Drive. And then we would all live in different entryways, but then we'd all have dinner around the same time, like 5:30, 5:15. And life is easy at Harvard. You just sit around for 2 hours every day having dinner, and we just talk about everything and eat slowly, and not too picky about the food, and just enjoying the really lovely views. I just have such fond memories of Eliot House, where I lived with all my friends for 3 years at Harvard, and there were literally hundreds of us, and we're all still really good friends with each other. I mean, I don't know, I just think social life at Harvard it's really great. The parties are good. We often party just inside, or if Terry and I, are lucky. Terry and I were lucky that we would get invited by some nicer boys to some parties in their own individual house. So, it's fun. It was just so fun hanging out. It was so fun hanging out. Terry lived in Dunster. I've been to her place, been to her entryway, seen her room in her house. Yeah, so Terry lived in Dunster House, just maybe 2 minutes from Elliott House. But I visited her. We've seen each other's houses, our rooms, and then we'd go out together to other parties as well outside of our houses, hosted by some nice Harvard boys. And it's lovely. It's just a great social scene at Harvard. And I'm just so lucky to have all my friends. But also just as well, staying in the house, in Elliott House for our daily 5 o'clock dinners with, literally dozens of us just sitting on a big table and then seeing everyone, bumping into everyone all the time. Like all the names of all the people I still love so much, Dion came visit me. He came to visit me in Hong Kong a few years back, and then there's Thomas, then there's Aqueli and the rest of our blocking group, and Jesse, Rita, and I stayed close even down in New York, and then there's so many. The rest of there's Sandy, Melissa, Mi Jung, Jeannie. Then there's like Eric Iezi's whole blocking group. And then Aaron Sheely came to see me in New York and after graduation, but we saw each other every day in Elliott House as well. It's just a big party here in Elliott House every day, and outside of Elliott House, hosted by some nice Harvard boys as well. And Terry and I love to be together. Just mentioning all the wonderful people who will stay in my life. But it's also sad because if there's something that I'll never know, then maybe in a way, some people might think that this person's already died, and then all of these friends will have to die with her, which is a little bit sad. But we don't mind because we're all so used to just hanging out in one house, like Elliott House, or like a Finals Club, house, and we're just happy together, and we all remember each other. And we all have such fabulous memories, like just all really good memories. So I don't know, I guess it's okay. But like I was saying, the rest of the summer is like trying to do things more slowly and ignore the loud noises that kind of make you maybe do things a little bit too quickly, might hurt your back and stuff. So yes, I think it's good that I bought all that stuff off Amazon to make my back better, and then just try to stay at home. Oh, but then if I'm staying home more and I want to keep in touch with people, I was thinking I should maybe get some nicer lingerie. It's been a while that I bought lingerie because, it's a pandemic. People don't date and stuff. So if I'm going to be at home more, I should buy clothes for the home, lingerie, something comfy, so I don't feel so bad even though I'm just sitting at home, and I don't want to pick up really bad habits, but I've been buying more wine, buying more cigars, down here there's that shop around the corner that I'm pointing. It's called Cigar Emporium. I started buying cigars to make my back feel better at night. It just helps to kind of cut the pain a little somehow, and I don't want to get these really bad habits. Just because I feel pain and I don't want to deal with it like until I can go back to the States. When I move back to the States, I can get it properly dealt with. I have lots of friends who work as radiologists, and I just believe in American surgery. If this cervical spine problem needs surgery, it should be done by an American surgeon. So yeah, I'm just sitting around and missing all my friends in the States. And just want everyone to know that everything is still the same. But yeah. So I'm still pretty thin. You know, I can wear like really tight clothes and still look, it looks really loose on me. But I like this top. You know, it's a little bit sparkly, but not too much. Waiting for my hair to grow back. I know in school I would sometimes tie it up or have it a little short, but I don't know. I think now it's just back to the New York days when I had a job but would also go to fashion shows and stuff. Now I don't work, so I just enjoy. So I do my hair more often, get it permed and waved once every few months. Yeah, I don't want to get too addicted. Oh, that look, this just freed up, so I'm gonna just move right there. Just gonna move right there. There's my glasses, my 2 earphones, my mask. Yes, so there we go. See, it's like really safe. Everyone's like distance and stuff. Yeah, I just have to lose some weight and stay looking pretty and look forward to having nice, elegant dress up parties to see friends in New York and LA and everywhere, London, Paris. As soon as the pandemic is over, and then have all my friends help me make my neck pain go away. It still feels weird because I'm living in Asia and people if they're mean, they actually ask you if you've done plastic surgery, like something wrong with my nose or something. But I actually feel pretty Asian. I mean, I don't know. I think Asian people look really good. But, just, I don't know, maybe it's a culture thing, I don't know. But yeah, I speak, my Chinese has been getting better. And, I talk to a lot of Asian people. I do physio, I see all my doctors. I've said so many times that Hong Kong is just, a small town, and it just consists of my dad, my mom, me, and my 2 friends. My 2 friends whom I haven't seen for a long time. So it's just nothing to feel too special about, but you feel very safe, very protected. Everybody is polite. Nobody disobeys traffic laws. Nobody comes to bump into you. Everybody keeps like the 6 feet distance thing. It's okay for a pandemic, be here once in a while. But yeah, so I don't have really an excuse to dress up and look really fancy in Hong Kong because it's only these 4 people to see in Hong Kong. Dad, Mom, me, and my 2 friends. So that's why, you know, sometimes if you just wear a sweatshirt in Hong Kong, like an American sweatshirt, because there's nobody to see, I don't think anybody will take a photo. You know, no special parties. But I like to still look quite nice because I'm going back to the States. I will have events when I go back, and sometimes I shoot some videos and take some photos by myself, so my friends know I'm still okay, but that I miss them very much. And also because I wonder, you know, maybe later people can take a photo of me, but they have to ask my mommy and daddy. So right now I can take a few photos on my own, and let some people know me a little bit. You know, I mean, I don't have camera equipment. I'm not trained in theater, but I do it quite well. And it's good for my parents to know what my skills are. You know, if this is where my skill is. You know, I don't even have a selfie stick right now, just holding the phone. My neck hurts, so I don't hold it up in a flattering angle. Just put it down below me. But, you know, if they understand my skills better, then maybe I would be happier too. I'm thinking whether I should just go home now and rest my neck, or buy something that'll help me at home. So probably I might drop by that cigar store and get a little more cigars, because I'm gonna stay in all weekend. I just got a book off Amazon. It's called Awaken Love, and it's about having sex. And it doesn't target people like me, because I don't have a sex life right now. I don't even have a boyfriend, let alone a marriage. But somehow Matt was following someone else's page who was following someone else's page, and that somehow eventually led me to see the name of that book on Facebook. I just decided, you know, I'm going to read something exciting off Amazon. So I got some books to read. My whole house is full of pillows. I have my old mover who's going to help me throw out the furniture, so the space will free up. And all my heavy foods and stuff are by delivery now. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk into Lee Garden 1, and if there's nothing that's really good for a walk-in, one or Lee Garden 1 or 2, then I'm just gonna go home. You know, because you have to be careful. It's when you don't see any lines on your face and you feel really confident that, you know, that's when you have to be most careful of preserving everything. Because when now I'm in my 40s, it's the pandemic, it's not fun. But when you're in your 50s and you're out there and your mommy and daddy will photograph you, that's when you want to look still just like this. And, you know, if I'm buying a little alcohol and a little more tobacco and taking some of my doctor's pills right now to help me feel better, then these lines that don't seem apparent right now will make you look less attractive when you're in your 50s. So that's why I really worry, and I wonder if I should do Botox on these 2 lines. You know, this is in the sunlight, you can hardly see it, but I worry a lot. Yet everyone, I mean, I have friends in the United States who are the top plastic surgeons, so of course everything should be done when I move back home, but now is the time to preserve things. Yet I feel a lot of pain, and I want to buy stuff that makes me feel better. So that's what I'm going through right now. You know? Yeah, and then I'm thinking about what TV shows to watch. You know, there's those three I was talking about in my last video, just choosing between the three. Oh, and there's a fourth option. It's called Call My Agent. Call My Agent, and it's off Netflix, so I can get it. And I think it might be good for me because it's French, and you know, France is my first daddy's country, so it will be fun. You know, you see all these French celebrities. But I'm thinking Schitt's Creek might just be more like, you know, fun, light, energetic, with nothing to care about and just to enjoy. You know, I want to watch like the American sitcoms I grew up watching. My nanny who raised me, her name is Olivia Rivera, but we call her Olive. She would let me watch TV for half an hour every day at around 6 or 7. And we would always watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or we would watch Who's the Boss, or we would watch Small Wonder. And the funny thing about the show called Small Wonder is that it's a family sitcom, but it's the little girl in the family is called Vicky, and she's part of the family. She's a little girl, but she's a robot, and they call her Vicky the Robot. They call her Vicky the Robot because she's actually a robot and she runs on batteries. And I remember when I was a little girl, I had an old piano teacher. He was already in his 60s at the time, though I was like 10 or so. His name was Mr. Winter, and he told me that you know, your finger piano technical work is so good, like you're so accurate and your fingers are so strong and fast, but it's kind of it sounds metallic, and you ought to enjoy the music and not just, you know, enjoy moving your mechanical fingers. So he told me that the way I played was like Vicky the Robot in the show Small Wonder, which was playing in the States and then back in Hong Kong around the time I was growing up then. So these were the shows I grew up watching, American shows. And there was also a show for kids called, I think, MathNet, and it was about math. And I remember I actually got good grades in in elementary school in Hong Kong. Most of my classmates were white Americans, or, you know, white British people coming from the States or from England, and then they'd move here for a few years. And you know, I just grew up like I was living on the Upper East Side in New York. And my grandpa had one floor or 2 floors of the Princess Building, which is still one of the primary business district buildings in central Hong Kong. So he had a whole floor there. That's, you know, my grandfather was because he was still really active with his business. And then I guess my grandpa would just fly to Tokyo, London, and Germany very often. And he was part Japanese because they gave him ambassadorial status. So he just flies to Tokyo without going through customs. We have a place in Roppongi. And literally he would go to Tokyo. My grandpa would go to Tokyo and he would host the biggest parties. He wouldn't just attend the parties. He actually held and hosted a lot of the parties. And, you know, a lot of my good friends, even such as one of my closest friends, Ken Hatakayama, who's Japanese, he works at Tokyo Marine. And every single one of their chairmen of Tokyo Marine in the last 60 years have been close best friends with my grandfather, CF. So And actually, at graduation in business school, where Ken and I went together, Ken and Rie, his wife, met my mom and dad. And my dad was, reminiscing about the old guys at Tokyo Marine and all the big Japanese insurance companies. And Ken and Rie had very good memories of everything. And actually, I spent a lot of time with them in business school, because they felt I behaved like a Japanese American, and they are very Japanese American. And then, of course, Rio and Kiko are now grown up. But Rio is so cute. She was 4 years old at the time when we went to Sloan, and we had a lovely dinner party in Ken's apartment in Cambridge, in Massachusetts. And Rio cooked a wonderful dinner, and we had excellent wine. But their 4-year-old Rio joined us. And I remember Alex Koisman was at the party. And then there was also the other one. What's his name? Joe Heisenberg was at the dinner party, and they were making fun of Rio, the lovely 4-year-old. They were like, Rio, we're really tall, we can touch the ceiling, watch us. And then they were like, touching the ceiling. And they said to Rio, well, what are you going to do about it? And Rio just climbed on Ken's back, and then she went up and stood on Ken's shoulders. And then she touched the ceiling. So, if if tall people tell you cannot touch the ceiling, then you just climb on your daddy's back, and you can touch the ceiling just the same. So yes, just the reminiscing about everybody who's in my life, who's been in my life, and who will always stay in my life, in a sad way, but in a way that is suitable for all of us, given the way that we all live. Now I'm thinking whether, after walking into Lee Garden 1, if I should walk in somewhere or go to Lee Garden 2, which is less, Lee Garden 2, it's kind of like less mainstream stores, but maybe I could see what's there, and if I can get some lingerie to buy home or something like that. But here, this is Lee Garden 3, so first I'm gonna just put away my earphones, so this is Lee Garden 3. I think this is I don't know, is it supposedly Michelin rated? You go down, but kind of like I don't know, kind of like a casual bar, dim sum, not really my thing. So upstairs I was just there at this special Starbucks, a special Starbucks, because it's oh look, this place has Belgian frites. It's more casual, but I'm walking through Lee Garden 3. Ooh, look at this lovely little florist, and it's called, look at this, it's called Ha 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 Florist, and everything's like really cute arrangements. But okay, I need to walk back into Lee Garden 1, because we're not into cute arrangements. I just want all my typical brands, my common French, Italian big stores, coffee, and just go back inside where we feel comfortable, and then think what to do. See, today I finally realized, the pain goes away if you don't carry heavy stuff. So I just have this I have on this little purse, that I just carry across my body. And actually, I got it from Accessorize, that store that's all over London, and they sell these really sparkly things for just like 20 pounds. Oops, 20 pounds a piece. Just dropped something. You know, all these sparkly things are sold on Accessorize for just, you know, a couple pounds, 20 pounds, 25 pounds. It's lovely, you know. So I have two of these, and the other one broke, so I'm just carrying this around as my purse, and it makes my back and my neck feel so much lighter. I'm walking out onto the streets now, so I'm gonna stop shooting videos because safety is most important, no matter what. Even if I'm crossing a small alley, I never ever lose my attention. So here, this is crossing across to back to Lee Garden 1, where I always shoot my videos to say hi. And I never ever touch my phone when I cross the street. Not even to pick up a phone. If I never, you know, if someone's calling me and I get a phone call while crossing the street, no, nothing, no matter what. It's I'm just very, very safe that way. So see, here's Lee Garden 1, where I always close off or finish. And now it's time to stop this for a few moments. So now I'm in Lee Garden 1, and as always, downstairs the La Maison du Chocolat closes at 6. And well, this is where my people are. It's just got one of everything, everything small. It's got one LV, one Chaumet, one Chanel, one Hermes. Lee Garden 1 has 2 Hermes. One upstairs for the boys, for their ties, and then the Hermes downstairs for home decor, you know, finishing. Down there, see? There's a living room inside with a chess piece, and then there's this one for the boys stairs. And then there's a and there's a small St. John upstairs for my mom, who, as I mentioned, only ever wears St. John and Missoni. You know? So yeah, I don't know what I will become if I'm going to be someone who just only wears a couple brands, you know. I guess I would love to meet the people at Elie Tahari, because it's what I've been wearing since I was a New York working girl. You know, like even with my business suits when I used to be a working girl decades ago, never work again, I'd wear like a small pink satin tank top, pink silk satin Tahari, that you just buy in Soho, I think, yes, West Broadway, something like that. But it would have ruffles, really carefully made ruffles just along the top of the tank top. And then I would wear a gray jacket, gray business suit over it, perfectly trimmed, and the skirt perfectly cut. And you know, that's how I like to go to work. Or see, this is the St. John. This is the St. John. Or the other thing I would wear as a working girl back in, you know, Goldman Sachs, Barclays, I would wear Roberto Cavalli, which is of course he has the coolest, wildest, craziest designs and prints for the tops. But I wear it on top with a black jacket that probably is from Reiss or Karen Millen. So the whole suit is perfectly cut and I look very thin, and it's black, but then you see a little bit of crazy a wild design at the back, on the inside, which is like a Roberto Cavalli. I love every kind of thing, you know, even if I am in an office, which I never will be again. My mommy, my daddy, and my doctor promised I never work in an office again. But even when I did, years ago, I have to be beautiful, you know? So, okay, so here we are, look at this. This is Lee Garden 2. So, very different, you know, Lee Garden 2. Okay, walking downstairs, be careful. You know, it's where I tried that Japanese restaurant, the sushi dinner a few weeks ago. Connected through with this bridge. And I don't know, Lee Garden 2 seems like, you know, it's I don't know, I think, you know, my friends and I are used to just a Lee Garden 1. But this is cute. It's cute. It's got it's got some kids stores. It's got a Nicholas Bear. I don't know whether to turn left or right. It looks like there's a little more on this side, so, you know. Yeah, there's a Ralph Lauren, Nicholas Bears. There's mostly they're like more local brands. Mr. Poco. I don't know what Mr. Poco is. Oh, there's a Mothercare down there. Lots of things for kids. Oh, that's weird. Oh, and there's a toy store. Petit Bateau. Oh, that's a lovely baby brand. Yeah. Oh, cute. Look, it's got a cute shoe store. This is Lee Garden 2. There's a Jacquardi. Ooh, look, the cutest dresses. Oh, wow. Oh, and here is finally something to eat. It's a Yokumoku. It's Japanese. It's actually from Japan. I like their stuff. This is seriously good Japanese pastry, but it's extremely high in calories. Sometimes when I want to celebrate during the pandemic and make myself feel a little better, I actually go to the Yokumoku in IFC and I'll buy a little bit. The one I love to buy. The one I love to buy are these. No. The one I love to buy are the, I think it's either this one or the one without the, yeah, no, not this one. The one I love to buy are these ones. But oh God, it's for a day when you want to spoil yourself. So weird. And then upstairs to more stores. Third, oh, yeah. So yeah, this is Lee Garden 2. This is how Lee Garden 2 is. Oh look, there's a cookie store. Cafe. Whew. Oh, I'm so intrigued. I thought there were some grocery stores here and I could buy something. Oh, this is really weird. And then it's just, oh, it's just a dead end. Oh, sorry. I thought I could go somewhere through this. Yeah, so this is it. This is Hong Kong. I showed everything, you know. I think I recorded a video of me walking through Central. Now I'm recording, you know, me walking through the garden too. Maybe I'll see how I can go to the other floors, walk to the other side. I don't know. it's a dead end. You can't get anywhere. You know, Leah Cafe, and it's a dead end. I can't go back down or something. Go up or I don't know. There are some cute. I don't know these brands. Ababy. I don't know. It's funny. So. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you go downstairs, there's a barber shop for children. So I think the conclusion is that my friends and family love to stay in Lee Garden 1 because we like really common things. My friends and I are common American people. We love our big common brands. Starbucks, La Maison, Chanel, Chaumet, Dior, St. John's, Hermes. Just, you know, Japanese restaurant, Vietnamese, French, and we're done. Oh, but look, this place, it's bakery. This is floor downstairs in Lee Garden 2, Rue Madame. Oh, that's a really small, cute Parisian boutique. Tasaki. I don't know these names. Ijin. Oh, maybe I can get some lingerie here. Chantel. But I don't know the brands though, you know. Hey, I'm more like lingerie. I'm like a, you know, Kiki de Montparnasse, Monique Lhuillier. What other lingerie I like? La Perla. A little bit of Victoria's Secret. What else? Agent Provocateur. That's the other. Yeah, so I like, for lingerie, I go for, I would say, Agent Provocateur, Kiki de Montparnasse, Monique Lhuillier, and sometimes La Perla, sometimes a little Victoria's Secret. That's, but this is, I don't know any, this is a laundry store called The Private Shop. And I haven't heard of these. I haven't heard of Aubade, Marie, Prima Donna Andras. This is a separate store. Oh, but there's a Feather and Bone, and that is a grocery store. Now here's a Calvin Klein underwear, but it's for men. I'm not actually a Calvin Klein underwear kind of a girl, but they have very excellent workout gear sometimes. Good for basics, you know, good for basics. I like Calvin Klein. Okay, I'm just going to walk in to the lingerie store because maybe I can just buy something. Yes, I have to wear a mask, sorry. I don't know. I mean, because I feel they sell basic bras and stuff, which I have, and I want something pretty. Wear at home, so I can just maybe walk. Maybe go into a just go online maybe and buy something a little more fancy, like I know my size. Or come here often for my physio with Joanne. If I want something basic, I can just go there. Yeah, so everything is still the same. Still me. Still all the people are still around. And I think it gets exciting when you go downstairs. Or when you cross the bridge and you come back into Lee Garden 1. Okay, so ground floor shops. Oh, there's a bar in there. No, it's a juice bar. Juice bar, not a bar. There's a Hog London. Okay, walking downstairs now. Look. That's the Pret a Manger. I worked in London for around six weeks when I started my first job at Barclays. So that's a really pretty chocolate store. And I remember we would eat at Pret very often. How do you get down? How do you go through that way? But yes, so there are also a bunch of us who really enjoyed our London training at Barclays. All of us actually. There was Shi Yan, who I kept in touch with even afterwards, and I wonder if he may know Matt, because he's one of the best exotic swap traders in the world, and Matt does something similar for currencies. I don't know. Yes, so I was mentioning there's still all the friends who went to London together with me for the 6-week London training at Barclays. Put me into a nice apartment in London. All the names I can still remember. Shi Yan, who talked to me very often. We sat close to each other. And then there's John Lum, who would do Bloomberg chatting with me every few hours per day at work. And he would tell me a lot about, even his girl problems. His girl problems, my guy problems, just normal office politics. He was in the corporate bond sales side. Everybody's just really good friends, and now I've gone downstairs, and here we are, turn around, Feather and Bone, which is like kind of, it's a little bit gourmet for Hong Kong standards. It's a gourmet food store for Hong Kong standards. But in New York, it's like going to Whole Foods kind of thing. I'm not a licorice person. Speaking of licorice, so everybody knows who my roommates are in school. Lynette Lee and Shellen Wu. And Lynette and Shellen both took care of me a lot, even after school, when I went to the hospital in New York, together with Jessie, Rita, Matt, Will. When you see licorice, you think of Lynette, because she and I both don't like it. And even after I got I got out of the hospital, Lynette traveled with me several times across Europe. And that's when we tried a lot of foods and realized we don't like licorice. So they sell a lot of organic kombucha, but I'm just wondering if they deliver. I know they have an online store. The store said they do deliver from here. Look at what they have. The butcher's mustard. 3 butcher's mustard. Ooh, lots of dried foods. Okay, so this is like a Whole Foods kind of thing. They call it gourmet in Hong Kong, but it's like walking into Trader Joe's or Whole Foods in New York. Frozen imported poultry and meat. Frozen duck leg, quail. Really, you think to yourself, you just want to get back to the States as quickly as possible, so you can do your Whole Foods and your Trader Joe's, and stay very happy. I don't know yet if I actually want to buy anything. The frozen corner has ice cream, but I'm on a diet, so unless they sell like snacks, healthy stuff, I have all these smoothie. So they have some sort of fun stuff. Kind of snackish piquillo pepper stuffed with white tuna. But if I just want to buy healthy snacks, and I ordered a lot of low carb keto protein chips off Amazon. That might be better for me. They sell Bart's herbs. All of the herbs are from Bart. All of Bart's herbs. Mint mix. Okay, now this is where it's happening. I've gotten 2 bottles of Chardonnay from this store, Feather and Bone. And if they have what I want, I will buy something and get it delivered. Because they're Craggy Range New Zealand Chardonnay. This one. This is what I've been getting multiple times from Feather and Bone. Chardonnay. So I've been getting this Chardonnay from this store, Feather and Bone, multiple times. And if they will deliver this, then I'll get maybe 2 of these. Because I don't do more than 1 glass a day if I'm living alone at home, but it makes me feel a lot better at night. So this is where it's happening, and I'm gonna get some from this store. Because I don't know what my parents don't encourage me to drink wine. But if it makes you feel a little better at night. This is where they sell the snacks, and I've enjoyed the Born in This brand. It's great. They have some olives which are stuffed with jalapenos, and those are really good. These ones, I've gotten this many times. They have another one that's stuffed with almonds, but I prefer the jalapenos. So I will buy a couple things because they have my olive snacks I like, as well as the Chardonnay, and it's the only Chardonnay I like. I don't drink anything, just anything. I just like to drink what really tastes really pleasant, you know? A lot of things. I just found an apple and elderflower fruit infusion. Excellent taste for my teas. So I am gonna order this. I'm gonna get a couple of these, a couple of the jalapeno stuffed, not this one, stuffed with jalapeno. Look at that, olive stuffed with jalapeno. Then I'm gonna get two bottles of the Chardonnay, New Zealand Chardonnay, and then I gotta go home because my neck is a little bit hurting. And then I'm gonna order lingerie. This is what I don't eat in the frozen corner: goat's cheese, sun-dried tomato, ravioli. No, that's for once a year to keep my bikini body. But they have some XTC gelato. I miss my American and Italian gelato. So no ice cream for me. Normally when I get ice cream in Hong Kong, I just order online off Emac and Bolio. Because I'm an American girl, so I eat Emac and Bolios only when I'm in Hong Kong. This is my address. They're kind enough to send it to me. This is my name as printed on my Harvard diploma, Rachel L. Dutton. So Feather and Bone is gonna deliver all this stuff. They have Costin's juice, which I like, with ginger. I'm getting these. Best part is I'm getting a bunch of these because I only drink this Chardonnay. They have the kombucha, apple crisp kombucha. Yeah. And then they have this, which I love because people in London are getting into it. This is canned wines for like picnics outside. It's getting popular in London and New York. So all this stuff. Also, I got some tahini. It's spicy. It's all the low carb stuff that I like to drink. This is like a hot summer's day in Central Park, New York, me and Terry. But now it's people are drinking wine off cans of it. It's Brighton Spritz Pear Fig Pinot Grigio. I'm getting these. Oh, look at this. So a little bit of Tête de Moine, the French cheese. Lucas, Karen, and I had it for the first time when we were in school in MIT. A bunch of CBD botanical seltzer. You know, just whatever calms you down at night. Some fig and fennel paste. It's yummy. This should be pretty low carb because it's just pepper stuffed with tuna. All of my jalapeno stuffed olives. This is for someone who wants to keep a bikini body like me. Then there's apple and elderflower. And then some strawberry serenade. Oops, I broke my glasses. That's all I'm getting. So I'm in the cab now, and the video kept breaking up after a few minutes. A while back when I was in that small grocery store, I think that happens when the storage space on this Samsung S21 gets full. But anyways, as I was talking a lot today about all my existing friends, you know, we all stay together from before till now till always. But you know, just to get through the pandemic, I'm staying home and trying to make my neck recover. I just don't carry anything heavy. So we visited Lee Garden 2 today, and I guess we decided we're all gonna stay together like Lee Garden 1, and just our typical common famous brand names, small, all in one gorgeous building, and everything is gorgeous inside, and everybody remembers each other, and everybody is famous or important, and you know, many of us like me, I just enjoy life forever, and that's it. So I was showing all that stuff I got off Feather and Bone. They were kind enough to deliver it, even though they said they don't normally do that. You know, I'm going on a diet, but that doesn't stop me from eating really good food and having nice drinks. You know, I still eat gourmet stuff, and I just eat local things. This is a really good angle of me, you know, and because all of these videos I do, it's all like it's all done in one take. You know, I don't have bloopers, and I just press start, and I don't even have like a selfie camera stick. I don't have video equipment. Most of the time I think of what I want to say, but I just say what I'm thinking at that point, and it just comes out. The taxi driver thinks I'm talking to myself, but you know, it's just for friends, fans, and family, and people know, you know, sort of what I'm talented at. I do have bad habits, which I developed only over this pandemic. I got a few cigars, just to make me feel better when I'm home. And so now I'm getting off the cab. almost 산지. 我唔中意散紙，真係好重。Sorry. Yeah, no, thank you. I never carry small change because I guess even since I was a young girl living in New York and even in Boston, here's me. It's too heavy. It's too heavy, so I just like tip people and give it away. So I'm getting off the cab now, making sure I have everything: my phone, my 2 bags, my cards, my earphones. Okay. So get off the cab. So where I live, I grew up in this building, and now I'm living here. It's no big deal. No, I mean, it's a big deal, you know. I mean, I was basically like, you know, surrounded when I was growing up here in Hong Kong, because I had the longest record of a chauffeur driver in Hong Kong. My driver Assam worked for us for like almost 20 years, and he just show up outside, at 7:30 or 7 a.m. every single morning. He'd go up to school 10 minutes away, my grandpa's office, and then my dad got an office right either above or below my grandpa in the Prince's building. Then they lived in Repulse Bay, which is south, like close to where the beach is. It's an ugly beach. And so, and we don't go anywhere else, you know? So, yeah. And so I love living in New York, and, you know, if I go to LA, I have friends who can drive me around. And I know London so well. I know London so well. Paris, everything. So I'm getting into the elevator. Why, thank you. So, see? My outfit today. I look a little bit disheveled now that I'm getting on, yeah, it's just, pandemic lifestyle. I just can't wait to get back to New York and, but I wonder, because I'm still the same as before, except I just enjoy life, and it's really fancy with lots of shows, lots of elegant balls and cocktails. This is my outfit today, but I just want to look a little bit more neat and tidy. So I'm dressed in these Harvey Nichols flats. I don't remember where I got my jeans, but no matter how skinny my jeans are, they look loose on me, which I kind of like. It's elegant to be very thin. That's how I feel. It's just elegant to be thin, So my hair's growing out, but everything is the same. I always film myself with no camera equipment, and I hold the phone in unflattering angles because my neck is hurting a lot. I'm not even supposed to bend down. But this is my outfit today. I love the fluffy sleeve. It's not too it's not too offensive, the colors, but it's still very shiny. But I really miss Eli Tahari. Yeah, this is it. And I walk around with my sunglasses, my mask, and the food that I was filming is getting delivered. But my friends and I love to stay in building number 1. Just big. We like staying in building number 1, with my friends. Everybody is world class. Everybody's world famous. Everybody's a world famous surgeon or an actor, artist. I'm not good at anything, so I'm just world famous enjoyment person. I film videos of talking about how happy I am. I'm not really good at anything, but I enjoy everything and I celebrate all of my amazing friends. So that's what I do. Oh, and here's my little purse. This made me feel so much better today, this purse, not carrying like a heavy handbag, just a small purse making me feel better quickly. Yeah, so I guess, my friends and I, we stay in building number 1. Everybody is world famous at something. Everybody is a big brand, and we're normal, common, mainstream American people. Everyone's like a famous actor or a famous doctor or artist. And my job is just to celebrate how great all my friends are and, celebrate with them, have big, nice cocktails, parties, dress nicely, look pretty, look at some shows, fashion shows, watch movies, nothing special. But I feel really comfortable filming even with bad camera equipment, and, my neck's hurting, so this angle doesn't flatter me, but still, I keep filming. So, maybe filming myself, it's something my parents should know. I mean, find out what my skills are. You should do something that doesn't need too much practice, do something that doesn't need much practice and it's what you love. And I just care about my friends the most. All the ones I still love, we all stay together. And I also love my family, just, the ones in my family, and then I love my fans. And, I talk to people for the reason of letting them know I still care and I'm still the same. I'm home now. So, okay. I want to stay pretty. So when the pandemic is over and I see my friends, then they you know, still feel pretty and stuff. But yeah, just wanted to say hi, and well, gonna put away my stuff. Wait for the Amazon supplies to arrive. Just sit at home. You know, just if I turn on the lights. This is sort of how it is now. My bed wedge is there. I've pushed the slanted mirror against the wall. I smoke a lot, see? And that's not... I ran out of cigars, and so I ordered cigarettes. Yeah, so this is my apartment right now. Bed wedge is there. I've been smoking to make myself feel better. Everybody knows I wasn't a smoker before. Makes me feel better. I'm not a cigarette smoker. But I ran out of the cigars that I just got today, so I had to order and get the cigarettes delivered. But everything's legal. I don't do hard drugs. A little bit gaudy. I have to switch around things a little. Everything's gonna stay, but sort of, you know, make the painting a better one. Cushion covers, a little less glitter, but if you turn down the lights at night, it's okay. Then I'm going to go into my room. Gonna throw. See, it's just too much clothes, and I will never throw it out. All this stuff. So my mover's going to throw out that furniture in the other room. Then I'm just going to store them there in a nice big wardrobe. Hold on. Be right back. Oh, okay. So I change it out of my clothes first thing I do when I get home. Just feel a little more comfortable. I wasn't a smoker before, but right now I'm living alone. And it helps me feel better because when I walk outside, it feels stressful. I don't know what's going on. Nobody will tell me. So I smoke a little of these. And I like these ones because they're long. It takes a long time to smoke it in. This one's not very good. It's tightly rolled, so then not a lot of smoke comes out, but it makes me relax at the end of the day. Just wearing some comfy clothes. So tonight there's a Washington Post Live show, and they just host many different American people, so it's a way to keep in touch with home. Tonight's show is hosting a lady called Rachel Levine, and so that's not me. It's Levin with an E. I don't know. So that's the show tonight, and you know, I got some cigars to make me feel better. I wasn't a smoker before, but I am now. But I don't do more than 2 of these per day. Yeah, I wasn't a smoker before, like I said, but makes me feel better now. This one is expensive. It's a Trinidad Fundadoras. This one is the Fundadoras. It's 7 inches, which means I need to take long breaths to help me relax, and so I like it. Yeah, so this is really good. So my groceries from Feather and Bone arrived as expected today, the next day. I wanted to say I forgot to mention one other thing I got off those grocery items, which is this, because you know I like to enjoy even when I'm on a low-carb bikini diet, and this is the fiery marinated fresh cow's cheese with chili. So it's I hope it's like really spicy. I mean, that's what it says. It's from Yarra Valley Dairy and it's imported from Australia. So, you know, like maybe I might have 1 cube of this per day, or like put 2 cubes of it in a salad to make it tasty, you know? But you know, this kind of thing, it just stays in my fridge for weeks and weeks. You know, I just have pretty good self-control. And there's the tête de moi. These are all the drinks. More drinks down here. Yeah, so that was pretty good.